Hi everyone, it's been a while since I made a video. I just got a bit busy. However, I was forced to make this video today, okay? For the past few months, I guess since February, I've been collecting empties of the products I've been using from, makeup, skincare, and hair products, as well as perfume. Just because I thought it would be interesting to make like an end of the year, not haul, but like just to show the empties, see what I thought about the items, etc. Except, as you can see here, this is where I put them all. It's already full, so I thought I might do a half-year one instead, since we're just about to hit July. I actually have a few more items behind me that couldn't fit in here. But yeah, yesterday I just coincidentally happened to finish 3 items at once, and I was like, this is a sign, this is what I have to do. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to try and separate them into categories, and I'll also just talk a bit about the product, how long it lasted, if I'm going to rebuy it, just my experience with it, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. As you can see, I have a lot of items in here. I will say most of them are skincare and hair products. Peach jasmine and lime tea, by the way, really good. Anyway, I went ahead and got everything out. It's all behind me, and I'm actually going to start with the 2 simplest things. That's these Palmer's Coconut Hydrate hand creams. If you watch my previous videos, I really like this hand cream. Actually, I was joking with my sister that you always see this picture in the background of pictures I take to show something. Like, it's always in the background. It kind of looks like that one scene in, what's that robot movie called? WALL-E. In WALL-E, how the captain's trying to like preserve this plant thing, and then he's like fighting with the wheel, and then the wheel's like, who do you think was really the captain? And then it flashes over the portraits of the like previous captains, and you always see like the wheel in the back. That's like what this feels like to me when I take pictures of it. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep it brief. I really love this hand cream to the point where I feel like I would not consider buying any other hand cream unless it is given or gifted to me. Like, I love the smell, I love the texture, it's actually hydrating. I use this a lot, like every time I wash my hands, but more than that too. So I think I would apply it at least 5 times a day. The reason there's 2 is because, actually, as we speak, there's 4 of these in my room right now. There's the new one I've started using, and there's the one in my bag, and then there's these 2. The reason why I go through these so fast is I have one at home, and I also have one in my bag that I carry around with me all the time. And I always use it at work, and the one at work specifically goes around. Like, I tutor kids, and a lot of the kids know I love this hand cream because it's always on the desk with me. And in certain classes, the kids also love this, so it kind of makes rounds. Like, one of them will be like, can I borrow the hand cream? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then it will just go from student to student, and we'll all be like, yeah, our hands are soft, and it will continue working, right? So I will say it's not completely me that's using up one of these. I do share it a lot too. However, I think that I would still have finished all of these. The one in my bag is nearly done as well. I don't even need to say I'm going to be repurchasing these because it's so obvious. Like, I already have them repurchased. I usually buy them in bulk because they are really cheap. I get them off iHerb. I'll put the price, but yeah. If you need a hand cream that's good and smells creamy and good, like a nice coconut, 100% recommend. Continuing on with the small things, I also finished this nail oil top coat. It's a Japanese brand I just got from Matsukiyo, which is like a Japanese pharmacy cosmetic store. Actually, if you look, it's not completely done. There's this layer down here, but it's like really fixed. Like, I cannot reach it. Even if I tilt it, it doesn't come out, so it's as good as done. And I actually really like this product. It definitely puts a really nice coat on your nails, and it feels protective. Like, my nails definitely heal better after like I got off gel damage. This is why I initially bought it. It did repair my nails quite well. So obviously, if you've seen my previous videos, I went to go and buy a new one, but it's not available to buy anymore in store or online. So yeah, fuck me, I guess. So I haven't been able to find a replacement yet. The next category I wanted to talk about was hair related products. As you can see, my hair is bleached, and it's been bleached for, I feel like I've been blonde for like 4 years, but I had like maybe 1 year or 2 years where I had gray hair where my hair was also bleached. So it's been at least 6 years of constant bleaching. And while my hairdresser is really, really good, I use the Olapex treatments each time. She's super careful. I do need to invest a bit in it. So I'm going to show you the products that I've tried, and yeah. The first thing is this Dusk shampoo. It's the Bain Hydra Fortifiant. It's for anti-hair fall, but hair fall caused by breakage. So not falling at the roots, but your hair snapping. And honestly, I was like, how can this actually make a difference on my hair? But I will say it definitely did. So I finished this last night. Actually, you can still see some, like, a bit dripping down from it. If you have long hair, you know this, but like after washing your hair in the drain, there's always like some like clumps of hair, right? I used to have like a crazy amount of that. I know it's normal, but like mine was like more than expected because of my bleached hair. And so I invested in this product and another I'm going to show you later. And I felt like it definitely reduced the hair fall by at least like 70%. The clumps of hair I was seeing pulling out the drain, as well as when I was brushing my hair, it reduced significantly. And I really think it's thanks to this. I really, really like it. It's also the pink one. How lucky was I? Anyways, I'll definitely be rebuying it because even though it's really expensive, I don't have really, really thick hair, but this lasted me like a good 4 months. I think it's worth buying for sure. On a very similar note, I also invested in the Kerastase Genesis, the same line basically, but the hair serum. And it comes like in a very nice glass bottle with like the dropper where there's like a line on it. I don't know if you could see. Yeah. And I think you're meant to use this like 4 doses of that in your hair every single time, like every night, which means that even though this is a really expensive product, you would be out of it really quickly. So I actually didn't do that. And I know maybe that doesn't show how good the product is, but I only used about 1 pipette. What do you call this in English? 1 pipette full on my hair every night. And I actually think that this is a good product. It helped my hair, especially in conjunction with the shampoo. However, I don't like the smell. Yeah, it's not a bad smell, but it's very like, it smells like kind of mature to me. It's like not for me. Like I don't want to be smelling like this. Even at night. I applied it at night, but yeah, I really didn't like the smell. The main reason though that I didn't repurchase is because I felt like there was always residue left in my hair. So when you use the other shampoo, actually it leaves your roots feeling really, really clean and really light, but this one would weigh it down and it would feel like, you know, it just felt like there was stuff in your hair. I'm someone who washes my hair every 3 to 4 days because my hair doesn't get very greasy anymore now that it's dry as hell. But with this, I had to like wash it every 2 days, and I usually don't like washing my hair that much just because I'm lazy, but also my hair doesn't feel dirty until the 3rd day mark. So yeah, that's the reason why I won't be repurchasing it. It's also kind of expensive. I'll put the prices up, but you'll see it's not cheap either, especially if you use it for the amount suggested. Next in hair products is the Tsubaki mask. This is the Premium X Repair Mask, the yellow one. I think it's more popular to see the red and silver Pheno mask. However, I actually prefer this one for a reason I cannot explain. I think it might just be like smell related. But yeah, it has a similar jelly texture and it's a very, very good, cheap, affordable mask. I'm actually close to finishing a second one already because I just buy them and use them nonstop. I use a hair mask on my hair almost, I would say like 80% of the time I wash my hair, so I go through these quite a lot. I use the mask on my roots too because that area is dry too. But yeah, I do recommend it. I do think it's better than the Pheno one for like bleached hair, but the Pheno one is also good, like the red and silver one. Speaking of the Pheno hair mask, I actually had the Pheno Premium Touch hair oil. It's just like the hair oil in the line of that mask that went super viral. The first thing I want to say is that I really like the smell. It smells very clean, but it also smells a bit sweet. And it also feels very light and works really, really well in my hair. So what I usually do is I apply, my hair is really dry, so I apply 4 pumps of this to my hair every single night on the ends. That being said, even though I did 4 pumps per day, sometimes 3 pumps, it lasted about like 3 months for me. So I think it was pretty good value. There might have been days where I didn't do it. I'm not sure. Let's say 2 months to be safe. 2-3 months. It was really, really good. I actually already did replace this one, but when I was going to buy it, I actually saw they released like a lighter version that is meant to be like, you know, lighter on the hair. And I bought that one instead. I'm currently trying that one out, and it's extremely watery. Like, its consistency is much runnier than this one. I think I prefer the lighter one more, especially since I put so much in my hair. But either way, even with this one, the consistency by the time I woke up the next day didn't leave my hair greasy. It was like well absorbed. Although my hair is like super parched, so who knows how it would be on other people. But yeah, I think the lighter one also, like, I could use it during the day and it wouldn't look greasy. The final hair product I have is this Lucido L High Damage Repair Hair Milk. So I was really intrigued by like the concept of hair milks because I heard they're like meant to be some kind of mix between like the hair oils and like the leave-in conditioners. So this is the only one I could find in the store, and I went and tried it. It honestly wasn't bad. I would before I got the Pheno hair oil, this is what I was using, I would put this on my ends every night instead. Although I did feel like because it's a milk, like it's creamy in texture, it did leave my hair feeling a bit heavier, which is why I didn't rebuy it. I think there's like a product, like another Japanese hair milk that's really, really like well loved that I want to try, but I haven't been able to see it. I can't remember how it looks like, but it's like pinkish. I'll put it up on the screen or whatever, but I am interested in trying that one if I see it. The next category I want to look at is skincare, and I have actually a lot here. So first, I want to start with just the makeup cleanser, and I have used Vanilla Clean It Zero for I think the past 7 or 8 years. I've never used another makeup cleanser since then. It's just like it comes like this, and it's like a sherbety balm. I don't know why I'm opening to show you. There's no sherbety balm left. It's empty, right? There's nothing inside anymore. Over the past 7 years, the only variation I've had in my like cleansing balms is I've used the other versions of the Clean It Zero. So there's like, I've tried the yellow one, I've tried the green one, and I've tried the blue one. Ultimately, I like the pink one the most, and this is the one I've repurchased the most as well. One of these lasts like 2 months, something like that. I use it every day, even though I don't wear makeup every day, just because I have like oily skin, my pores get clogged, and I really like that feeling of like cleaning my skin, especially around the nose area. It's never broken me out, and it has a acerola cherry scent, which is very unique, and I love it. In skincare, I'm not someone who like introduces new products into my routines often. As soon as I find something that works, I stick to it, and then maybe only sometimes consider changing it. This is one of the things that I have not changed. It's been like this since a very long time, for as long as I can remember. I don't even remember what I used before that, if anything. Because of that, makeup cleansers is one area of like the skincare world that I don't know anything about because I've only ever tried this one. Or like a few that I literally don't remember. So yeah, I'm not very up to date on how those work, but this is good. I want to show you another item I've repurchased many, many times. Perhaps the item I've repurchased the most in like, I don't want to say my whole life, but definitely at least like all the stuff I have. And that is the La Roche-Posay Effet Clair, what is it? Gel Moussant Purifiant, yay. It's, was it Purifying Foam Gel for Oily, Sensitive Skin. I'm not gonna try and sell you this product, but I'm just gonna say, keep it short and simple, I have used this since I'm 15. I'm 29, turning 30 soon, so half my life, almost, and I've never changed cleanser. Similarly, my twin sister is the same as me. She has used this since she was 15 and we've never changed cleanser. I think my little sister might also be like that. It's funny because when I visited my twin sister last summer, I had brought this because I just brought the whole thing. And we had like 2 of the exact same bottles at the sink. I remember when we were teenagers, it was the only thing that really got rid of like that surface acne. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I can't recommend it more. I know some people think this is a bit expensive. To me, this lasts a bit under 1 year. And I can't remember how much it costs. In France, it's really cheap. So sometimes I ask my parents to bring it for me. But I bought it in Hong Kong. I think I bought it for around 180 to 200 Hong Kong dollars. I will say though, I only wash my face with cleanser in the evening. In the morning, I wash with water only. So if you wash your face with how do you say, jeune every morning and every evening, then maybe it'll last like half a year for you. The next item I want to show you is kind of new to my skincare routine, but it's already like a staple. And that is this, I literally cannot read it. I don't know. It's like the Kiko, is it Kiko Masamune High Moist Skincare Lotion? Is it Kiko Masamune? It's like a Japanese skincare lotion, and it says skincare lotion. It's a toner. I believe it's a sake toner. It smells like sake when you like put it on your face. You can't see it here, but it's a clear, milky, water-like toner. And it is so good for people who have oily but inner dryness type skin. So like, you know, the type of people who, like me, I guess, you always feel oily, but you also always feel like your skin is not hydrated enough. You always feel like it's a bit tight, a bit itchy, even though you have layers of like cream on. This is good for that. Or first of all, any toner is pretty good for that. I like to, like since several years now, I usually put several layers of toner to really let it penetrate and hydrate like the inside of my skin, like deeper. But this one's particularly good for that. So I use this every morning and every evening. And this whole bottle lasted about a year as well, because I actually don't do a full pump. I only do like a half pump, and it's enough for my whole face. Sometimes I use it like on my neck and body as well. It also works for that. It is overall just a really nice lotion that I've actually already rebought. I think my new one's like around here already. They have one that's a bit more viscous in texture that I haven't tried, but that one also felt good on the tester. I mean, like I haven't tried it like regular. I didn't buy it, but I tested it in the store and it felt quite nice. This is a toner I really like, and I can see myself rebuying it very often, especially since it's really cheap. I think it was around 60 HKD. This is also a product I recommended to my twin sister, and she also uses now. The last few skincare items are all creams. First, we have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Water Gel. I think this is a very common product. I've used this many times. I think I've repurchased it about between 5 to 8 times over the years. I actually really like it. It's very light on the skin. It doesn't leave you feeling sticky, and it provides really good hydration. However, I haven't repurchased this because I wanted to try something new, and I'm currently trying that product and I really like it too. However, whether I repurchase that one or go back to this, like I like them equally, so it would depend on which one's on sale when I run out. I do recommend it for people with like oily skin like me. The gel-based one is really good. On the flip side though, I did try this other cream. I think it's the Haralabo, it's like a night cream. I'll put the full name here because I can't read the Japanese and it's been a while. But it's a night cream that in store felt honestly so nice on my hand. But it was like too heavy, too rich for my skin, so it ended up breaking me out. After like around 2 weeks of use, I stopped using it because I figured this was what was breaking me out. And I was correct. Once I stopped using it, the small breakouts stopped occurring. And you might be wondering, how is this empty then? As you can see, I did clear it, right? What I did was I just used it on my body. If my skin is too sensitive for it, I used it on my arms and my legs. And I just used it like, I guess, as a body moisturizer for a while. If you use like this amount of product on your body, you go through it a lot faster than if you use it on your face, right? So yeah, that's how I ended up using it. I think it's pretty obvious I'm not going to be repurchasing this. However, that doesn't mean this is a bad product. It's just not suitable for me. I think if you have like dry skin, it might be good for you. I also bought it because it was on like a really good sale. Now the last skincare item that I finished is this Medicube PDRN Pink Hyaluronic Moisturizing Cream. It's the one I bought in Korea. I've been using it as a night cream because that other cream didn't work for me, and I didn't want to repurchase my previous night cream, which is like the cheap Laneige night mask. However, I ended up using this one, and I think I'm going to repurchase it because I don't think it's meant to be a night cream, but it's light and it feels so good, like applied on your skin. I do feel like this in combination to the serum I'm using, that's also the Medicube PDRN, pink hyaluronic line. I do feel like it's made some difference in the texture of my skin, just like a minor amount. But the main reason I want to repurchase this is because the texture on your face as you spread it feels really nice. Currently, I'm just using my day cream as a moisturizer because I'm going back to Korea on like in 2 weeks, and I'd rather just buy it in Korea when it's gonna be cheaper. Alright, I'm gonna be moving on to like body related products. The first one that I managed to complete is the Nivea UV Super Water Gel. It's the sunscreen, and this is just the one I use on my body. I think it has pretty good reputation because it's very, very like not sticky at all. It sinks into your skin really well. It's very, you know, it's called Super Water Gel. It does feel extremely watery, and so it's very pleasant to use. I use one with a pink tone-up color on my face, so I don't use this on my face, but I use it on my body. And the reason why I have it is because my aunt gave it to me, so I was just using it. I actually didn't know that it was that good before she gave it to me. But yeah, I have repurchased this already, except in pump format, since it's much easier to use as a pump if you're going to use it on your body. It does not pill. On your body, at least. It's really random. This is one of the items I finished yesterday. It's the Dove Body Scrub. The scent is crushed macadamia and rice milk. I think I heard of it like on Fragrantica Warriors on Twitter or some fragrance related thing, maybe on Reddit, that people were really hyping up this scent. And it's honestly, like, it's not a bad scent, but it's not all that. So I'm not going to be repurchasing it, even though it is a very nice, gentle body scrub. It just smells like Dove with a bit more creaminess to it. Like, it doesn't smell... Girl, I was going to say it doesn't smell like macadamias, but I think the crushed macadamia is like the gritty part of the body scrub. I don't know. But yeah, it's really nice. However, before this, I had another scrub that smelled amazing from Dove. I think it was like maple sugar and some shit. I'm gonna put it up. I'll show you. And that one smelled really, really amazing. I really loved that one. The only reason I haven't bought it, again, is because I can't find it. But yeah, compared to that one though, this one is much gentler on the skin because the other one had like really big pieces and it was really rough, honestly. But yeah. I'm personally not going to be repurchasing this because I'm not that crazy about the smell. It is a nice, pleasant scrub for people who have sensitive skin. The last body product I have is Lush's Sticky Dates. You can see there's like a tiny bit left down here, but I can't really reach it. But yeah, everyone knows if you're into scents that Sticky Dates is quite popular. Personally, I'm not against the scent of Sticky Dates, but the fragrance spray smells a bit too strong to my taste. Like, it's a bit nauseating, you know what I mean? But the lotion smells really, really good. It smells a bit more subtle. So the reason I have this, because I'm not the one who bought it. If you look, it's like written in Japanese, right? The reason I have this is because my K-pop boy posted some vlog of his night routine, and I managed to figure out that he uses Sticky Dates before going to bed. And I was like, because I've known for a long time that he's into fragrance, like he's into things that smell good because he's notorious for like spraying himself and always carrying perfume in his bag. But I was just like being so nosy, and I was like showing it to my friend. She was like, I think it's Sticky Dates, and she was like, I think it's Sticky Dates as well. And then it was Sticky Dates. And she actually had Sticky Dates that she bought in Japan, and she decided to just give it to me because she didn't use it that much. So it was already a tiny bit used when I got it, but I've been using it pretty well after that. I think that when you apply it, there's a bit of a burnt plastic smell to it for the first like 15 minutes that eventually disappears. However, it is noticeable to me. It might just be how it smells on my skin. I don't know, it's a bit strong, right? But like when you smell like this, you can't smell it. But like on my skin, I could smell that kind of burnt plastic scent. I think some people describe it as like the booziness, but yeah, I wasn't smelling that. Anyways, the point is, I want to move on from that. After like an hour or two, it settles into such a nice smell. I'm not saying like it smells bad for like 1 to 2 hours, but I mean after some time, the smell that develops on your skin, like the way it lingers, smells so, so nice. It smells not at all like how it smells initially in this bottle. It smells like a very subtle, creamy scent that's not overpowering, and it's very, very pleasant. However, I think I'm not going to be repurchasing this just because Lush Hong Kong is extremely expensive. And like my friend got this in Japan where it was way cheaper, right? Although I do enjoy it, especially like the dry down that I get after, that plasticky scent is a bit bothersome sometimes, right? So yeah, I'm not going to be repurchasing this, but it is a nice smell. So if you like the Sticky Dates spray, you'll probably like the Sticky Dates lotion too. Alright, we're down to the last few items. First, I have an item that I didn't really know where to put in category, so I'm gonna put it in like the makeup area. It's not exactly makeup, it's the Hiiii lip oil, the lavender one. I know there's like a tiny bit left in here. I literally just can't get it. It's not possible to. Hiiii My Glow Lavender Lip Oil. The reason I initially bought this lip oil is because it gave like a muted tint to your lips because it is purple. But I actually fell in love with how it smells like. It smells really, really good. It smells not like lavender, but rather like a slightly candy-ish scent. I think I will repurchase this. The reason I have not yet is because I still have another lip oil that I haven't finished. So I think I should finish that before getting another lip oil. Now, in terms of makeup, this doesn't really count as makeup because the two things I finished are powders. The first is the Innisfree Pore Blur Powder. I used to use this a lot. Like I've repurchased this probably at least 10 times. And the reason I stopped repurchasing this is because I moved to the Kosas Pink Cloud Loose Powder. But this is a really, really good powder that's like pretty affordable and that smooths out your pores really well. It's really, really fine. It's really affordable. I did say I moved on to the Kosas one that is pink, but another reason I haven't repurchased this is because all the Innisfrees in Hong Kong are closing down. There used to be like 3 Innisfrees in the area where I worked. Now there's none. They're all gone. I think they're like making their exit from Hong Kong, honestly, right? So this used to be something I could get very easily and it isn't anymore. Now this one I'm really proud of, okay? It's the Flower Nose Strawberry Cupid pressed powder in 01 Violet. Look at how empty as hell that is. Woo. So you may be wondering how I emptied this powder in like, when will this come out? February? Like in a couple of months. And the reason for that is that I really, really hate being sticky. So this is a pressed powder that I used very, very liberally because it was transparent. I know it says it's purple, but it was just basically like white translucent on me. So what I would do is I would apply the Kosas powder in the area around the center of my face. And then I would take this puff and I would just and pat it all around the under of my neck here, all the way down to here, especially as it's been getting hotter. I hate feeling sticky whatsoever. So I spread it all around here, and then I will use what was left to tap around the sides of my face. As we speak right now, the aircon's not on and it's hot and I'm getting sweaty, so I kind of want to like, but there's nothing left. But yeah, this is something I'm not actually going to throw away. Obviously, have you seen this packaging? I'm never gonna throw this away. However, at first, I was just going to use it as like something, like I was going to take out the puff and put like medicine here or some other thing, maybe like some pimple patches cut out that I could use and put in my bag. But I got a better idea, and that is since I have the Huda Beauty, like that ube, that purple loose powder, and I also have that Kosas pink powder, I actually want to try mixing them and pressing them into here manually so I can continue using them and have two of my favorite powders in like press format. So we'll see how that turns out. I think I still need to find something to bind the powders together. But yeah, I'll definitely film it when I try it out and let you guys see how it works out. But yeah, I really like this product, but I'm not going to be repurchasing it just because I have the new Shell's Jewel one. And you know, I don't really need another one of the same packaging, and I'm going to be keeping this anyway. Alright, I have one last item to show you guys, and I'm actually kind of proud of this one, and it's because it's a perfume. This is Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow in 10 ml, and I actually cleared this bitch up. So I think I got her in December, like late December, and she's honestly one of my favorite perfumes. I just love how it smells. Maybe if you're not into gourmands, you wouldn't really like this, but for me, I was like overspraying this so much. I loved it. And this actually coincides really well because now that this is done, I actually asked my friend Annabelle, who just went to the UK, to buy me the 50 ml one, which we cannot get in Hong Kong. They finally released Bougie Marshmallow in Hong Kong like last month, but it's only the 100 ml version. So yeah, I cleared this, and then I'm getting the 50 ml one. So I'm not repurchasing this, I just repurchased the bigger size one. And I'm really happy to have the bigger size in my collection, as this is a 10 ml I went through really, really quickly, honestly. So yeah, those are all the items that I've emptied in the past. It's June now and I started in February. I guess it's been like 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. I think that there's not a lot of makeup that I finished other than powders, so I would like to see if I can get through makeup a bit more by the end of the year. Everything that's related to body and skincare and hair care I use up really, really well. I think there are also a lot of items that I've been using since forever and plan to continue using forever, so I'm happy to share those with you. I guess it's a bit of a shorter video. Actually, I don't know. It says 47 minutes right now, so maybe it's not going to be a shorter video, but thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the products I have or have any suggestions, especially when it comes to hair products, please go ahead and, you know, give them to me. But yeah, otherwise I'll see you in another video. Bye!